got to make your numbers make sense. Tell me, why is it that you're so comfortable with paying everyone else before yourself? I mean, imagine you start a business to get paid, right? No? I mean, if that's not the case, then you have a hobby, and I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those of you that was fed up in your job, or you wanted to supplement your employment income, but you made a conscious, intentional decision to start a business. If that's you, this video is for you. So make it make sense to me. Now, you pay your insurance and you pay your tax. Great. Really important to do so. But as well as those costs, you also pay for an all bells whistling website, the latest app that's going to get you that landing page, funnels, AI tools, podcasting equipment, editing equipment, stock, staff, and you're not on the list. I mean, come on, think about this. What you do is you pay all of those other people, right? All of your suppliers, okay? And once you finish paying them, you'll be like, okay, let me take my pay now. And that's if there's anything left. There might not even be anything left in the pot. So no, at the top of the list is you. So yes, there are priority expenses that you have to pay as a business. Like I said, depending on what you do, you need certain insurances and you will have to pay tax, right? Because the idea is that your numbers will give you enough profit that you will have to pay something as tax, okay? So what you want to do is to make sure that you are preparing a budget so that you know how much you can currently afford to pay yourself. And then with the budget, you see, you get to play around the number because the budget's not real. It's what you're expecting to happen. It's what you think is going to happen currently. And I say currently because business goes through ebbs and flows. It grows and there might be a time period where not so much is coming in. Although you can mitigate those risks by having a budget and by making your numbers make sense, right? So you need to create a budget with what you think is going to happen and with the cost that you need to pay out. Now you need to prioritize these costs, especially when you're starting out, or not even if you're starting out. I know business owners who've been running their business for 10 years and still they pay for all this other stuff and they're not on the list, right? So what you want to do is work out all the costs. So start with what you want, start with what you like, start with what you want to happen, right? No problem in that. You want to have all the latest equipment, but make sure you're at the top of the list getting paid and your taxes are up there as well, okay? Then what you need to do is work out how much sales you will need in order to be able to pay everything that you'd like to pay. And this is when you start playing around with it, because in order to make those sales, you're going to have to look at your time. You're going to have to look at, do you actually have a viable product or service that people want, that people are going to pay you for? So you're going to be testing that market. So then you're going to need to start now prioritizing those expenses. What is actually important? Can I use some free software? Because it is there, right? Can I use, for example, the free version of an email list where you get free landing pages in there? It might not be the best ones, but for now, can you do that while you're testing to see whether your product or service is actually viable and that people are going to pay you for it? Yeah. So look for ones where you can pay less or where it's a bit cheaper, and it might mean you have to do a bit more work, but you need to know that you're getting paid. Because otherwise you start to get frustrated or you find yourself going around on a wheel and then you're not really running a business, right? So you don't want to do that. What you don't want to do is end up putting your own personal money into the business just to be paying your ongoing costs. Now, I'm not talking about when you need to make an investment into your business. I'm talking about you're paying for all this software, all these apps, and you're having to put money in. You're not getting paid, remember, but you're putting money in to make sure that all these suppliers are getting paid. Make the numbers make sense. It makes no sense because you begin a downward trend of you now are paying your business. Think about that. Yeah, you're now paying your business, but really what you're doing, you're now using your own personal money to pay all those supplies for all those things that you want to do. And your business is supposed to be the one making those payments. So you have to really look at the numbers and work it out. And with a budget, you can cross out the numbers, you can change the numbers, you can delete the numbers until they start to make sense. Now, as I said, there are times when you might need an investment of funds into your business, right? But that shouldn't stop you from getting paid. If you can't work out how to get paid now, then you have to ask yourself, do you actually have a viable business? Do people actually want what you're selling? And are they willing to pay for it? And if the answer to that is yes, then make the numbers make sense. Do the work. And then watch your money come in. From the day I started my business, how long ago? About 15 years ago, I've been running my business. And I can guarantee you, every single month, I got paid. Now, I might not have got paid the amount that I really wanted to get paid. And when I started off, I definitely wasn't getting paid what I'm getting paid now. But I got myself into the habit of making sure that I always got paid. Even if when I started off and I only got paid £500 or £1,000, every month I had to get paid. And as my business grew and I learned how to do things better, then I could start to think about, okay, I could actually double my income if I took on a member of staff, or if I use this particular product or app that's going to make my time more easier. Then I look at the numbers and like, yeah, I can afford to pay for that now and still get paid. Oh, I can now start to increase my salary, right? You get the idea? So make the numbers make sense and make sure that your business is paying you. See you on another video, guys. Thank you so much. Hit that subscription notification, please, and subscribe to my channel and share. And I'll see you on another video soon.